How to prove the cosine rule using a scalene triangle. To start, I'll first name this angle here E, name here, let me name here B, and name here C. So by looking at the point of view, this angle here, this angle A, as you can see, is projecting this line here. So I'll name here small a. Angle B here also is projecting this line here. So of course I'll have to name here B. So without wasting much time, I'll name this line, the whole line projected from here, from this point or this point to this point. I'll name here my small b. Then this C is also projecting to this line. So of course I have to name here small c. And then by the middle division here, we have this dotted line here dividing the triangle into two halves, which if you see this one, this half is known is also right angle triangle, this half is also right angle triangle. So I'll name this line divided here h, which also stand for the height of the triangle. So from the point A here, from the starting A here to where I have my first 90 degrees or right angle triangle, I'll name this line, this distance x. And also from D to C, I'll name it, the whole line is from A to C is B. So from D to C, I'll name it b minus x, which means if we have the value or the distance b here and I subtracted the x from it, I have to get the distance of this one. So first we have to use Pythagoras theorem. So we assume that, first taking into consideration this first angle here, let's say angle BAD. So let me say angle BAD. Let's say we know the value for x and h. So if we want to find the value of C here, or this, or the line AB, we have to use Pythagoras theorem. So using the Pythagoras theorem, we have that C squared will be equal to h squared plus x squared. So I will now name my this equation 1. Following, doing to this side also, I will assume that I don't know this, the line here, the A or line BC, I don't know it, but I know the value of this one and then this one, the height. So finding the using the Pythagoras theorem to find the value, I have that A squared is equal to h squared plus b minus x. Don't forget to put it in brackets, all squared. So continue simplifying it, we have that a squared will be equal to h squared plus, by simplifying this bracket here, we have that b squared minus 2bx plus x squared. So I'll name this one equation 2. So we can see that in both equations, equation 1 and 2, the common term there is h squared. So to eliminate h squared, I have to make h the subject here. So from equation 1, we have that h squared will be equal to c squared minus s squared. I'll name this one my equation 3. So continuing, I'll put equation 3 into equation 2. We are going to do this equation. So I have my a square here. So putting equation 3 into equation 2 means anywhere we see h, we have to put this value there. So we have that. So here h is here, so we have that c squared minus x squared, then you put in bracket, plus b squared minus 2bx plus x squared. But you agree with me that this one is not multiplying, it's just adding. So from here straight, you can agree with me that this x squared here will take care of this x squared. So we have this value c squared. So let me arrange it once and for all. So since it's addition, we just arrange it. It's not multiplication, so there's no negative sign that will affect it. So let me arrange it: b squared plus c squared minus, then I'll continue with this value, minus 2bx. So this will be our value for now, but still we have not arrived at the cosine rule yet. You agree with me that since we want to find the cosine rule, the line we are using here is line BC into consideration, and we use letter A to represent it. Since we are considering this line, we have to take the cos of this angle here. So you agree with me that if we want to take cos A here, it will be cos A will be equal to, cos is the ratio of the adjacent to the hypotenuse. So this is my adjacent to the angle here. So let's say we are taking the cos of this angle A here. So we have that cos A will be equal to the hypotenuse, which is here, the value there is x, on the hypotenuse. So here the hypotenuse is C. So let's say on C. So we will have that x will be equal to C cos. Now that we have the value of x here, let's put x equal to C cos A into equation 4. A squared will be equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2b. But here we have x here, so substituting the value of x, we have that c. So let me put the bracket here to separate it at first. We have c cos A. Put it in bracket. So removing the bracket, we have something like a squared equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2b c cos A. So you agree with me that we have finally arrived at our cosine rule. If you are interested in more videos on this, please follow, like and share for more.